Hi Stitchers, and welcome to Julie Hall Designs. As always, I'm Julie Hall, and today I am here to show you this fantastic and quick to stitch little pouch that I am using to hold my reusable straws. So in my pouch I can fit probably up to say 5 or 6 straws, and I've got my little cleaner in there as well. Now I've made mine out of vinyl, and I'm using this gorgeous Harry Potter vinyl that we've got at the moment in stock. And one of the things that I'm actually doing is I want to show you this year how much you can really get out of those specialty fabrics that we're using. So this is a quick to stitch. It's part of the You Do You zipper pouch collection, and I know that you are going to love this as much as I do. Let's get started. So today we're going to make our In the Hoop You Do You zipper pouch, the size that we can use to hold a metal reusable straw. Now today I'm making this out of vinyl because it is just such a beautiful product to use. And what I've done is I've used the size of my pattern, and I've come along and cut out my top and bottom pieces out of vinyl, and mine is 23 centimeters wide. So you can see it's going to nice and easily hold a straw or two for me. If you wanted to, you could use a waterproof fabric on the back. I'm actually just using a regular fabric today. So I've got my vinyl, I've got my backing fabrics, and then I've got my zipper. Now, again, because I know you will love it when I stuff up the zipper. So let's see how I do today. That side first. One end one side, one end the other. And, oh, it's a good day. So my zipper is loaded, and of course that's our zipper pull. Okay, so the design is our standard You Do You pouch, and I've made it just a little bit smaller. This piece of vinyl is 6 centimeters wide, this piece is 8 centimeters wide. Okay, so now we're ready to get stitching. Let's get started. Okay, so my design is in the hoop and ready to go. So let's get stitching with our first colorway, and we're going to come through, and colorway 1 is of course going to show exactly where our fabrics and our zipper are going to go. And I am of course using a number 3 zipper. So once we've got that first piece down, and the trick there is always not to pull the zipper off. When you're setting it at the end. We stitch down colorway 2 to hold down the first part of the zipper. I'm just going to trim that thread as I go. And then colorway 3 to hold down the bottom part of the zipper. And then I'm going to take my smaller piece of vinyl. And what I've done here, you can see I popped a little handmade tag just on the edge there, just because I like the way that finishes it off. Now, the joy of using vinyl is that we don't have to turn it over and give it that finished edge. So all I'm doing here is making sure it goes over both of those sides and then stitching. Okay, next thing we're going to do is remove the hoop and place our backing on. And take one of my lining pieces of fabric with the folded over edge. Okay, and all we want to do is place that folded over edge over this folded over edge. Normally I would use my magna pins, but because I'm working with such a thin piece of fabric, as in thin this way, I'm going to have more trouble putting them in out of the way places. So I'm just going to use a little bit of painter's tape today. And then return the hoop to the machine. Make sure that zipper pulls out of the way. And stitch colorway number, what am I up to, 5. And I just want to make sure that that stitching is all in the right place, and you can see that that's all perfect, just because it's a hell of a lot easier to match and finish up now than it will be later. Okay, next step, and we've only got 2 colors to go. Next step is to make sure that that lining is straight. Much nicer, I can see it on the bottom there. Okay, so we are going to move our zipper pull into the center of the design. We just want to keep that out of the way, and you can actually even come through if you want and just secure that with a little bit of painter's tape just to make sure that stays out of the way. And we're going to lay our last piece of vinyl on top of our stitching there. Once we've made sure all of those edges are covered, stitch out colorway 6, which is going to hold all of that together. Now, one of the reasons that made me do this week is because I saw that Aldi had these straws for sale. And then our last colorway is going to be placing the backing fabric over the entire project. and stitching that last colorway down. Now, my tape got caught in the edge there, so I'm actually not going to use that edge. I'm just going to hold tape on that last edge. I'm just going to hold it down very gently as I place the hoop back in. And final colorway. And what we've got is this opening down here, which is where we're going to turn everything through. So now that our stitching's complete, let's come back to bench. Okay, so first things first, we'll remove all of that excess stabilizer. Chuck that. And what we've got now is our finished pouch with an opening in the bottom there. So what I want to do is come through and trim around everything except that opening. Okay, and then come through and trim a little bit closer so that we don't have that bulky vinyl seam inside our pouch as well. And I'm just going to get rid of those bits as well. Now we'll turn turn your pouch inside out. Turn your pouch inside out so that your lining is all that you see. And you should be seeing your lining and your zipper. Remove the excess stabilizer from the zipper. And then we can start the process of the pressing. And what I want to do, now you can hand stitch this closure closed if you wish. That is never going to be me. So instead, I am going to come through and use my double-sided no heat basting. And remember, it's tougher because the vinyl has those properties that of course we love, and as we fold that in, it is going to secure to the other side of our lining. Now I can then come through and turn the pouch right the way out. And what I'm left with is this gorgeous vinyl small zippered case, perfect for carrying around my straws and my straw scrubber, if that makes sense. So just something to, again, elevate what you've got to take around with you. I'm loving that it's got that Harry Potter sort of a look to it there as well. So I can take that when hubby and I go out and not worry about being the person who's ruining the environment. So what do you think? Isn't that a great one? It is one that you are going to be able to make for friends and family, as well as if you are a person who wants to do handmade markets and things like that. This is a great one to on sell. Okay, thank you so much for spending time with me today. As always, if you're interested in any of our products, you can find the designs at juliehalldesigns.com. And don't forget to follow us at Locked in Stitches for our free weekly Facebook classes. Until next time, have a stitching day. Bye.